Raila Odinga planning to contest for the presidency in 2022. And if Raila Odinga is planning to contest for the presidency, what formula is he going to use to ensure that he's declared the next president of the Republic of Kenya? And is it possible that Raila Odinga is not going to contest for the presidency in 2022? And if Raila Odinga is not going to be on the ballot, then who is he likely to support for the presidency in 2022? Those are the questions which Kenyans are currently asking. Because on 1st of April, which was April's Fool's Day, the ODM party issued two very conflicting statements. The first statement was issued by the National Elections Board through their chairperson, Catherine Moma. Let me just read for you part of that statement. And the statement is Statement on Presidential Candidates. The statement in part reads, following a request by some of the interested candidates, the deadline for submission of applications were extended to March 31st, 2021. We wish to inform our members that as of close of business yesterday, the following persons had submitted their applications in the prescribed manner. Number 1, Ali Hassan Joho. Number 2, Raila Odinga. Number 3, Oparanya Wycliffe Ambetsa. The NEB shall scrutinize the 3 applications, vet the candidate as required by the ODM elections and nominations rules, and subsequent thereto announced the next process and the timetable in accordance with the ODM constitution. Now that was the chairperson of the ODM NEB. Then just a few minutes later, probably after receiving a phone call, the ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna also issued another statement. Further statement on the process of identifying the ODM candidate. And he says, further to the communications from the NEB regarding the applicants for the party presidential candidates for the purposes of 2022 elections, we wish to thank all those who have taken the bold step to put their applications and wish them all the best in their quest. However, after consultation with the party leadership and NEB, the party has resolved to postpone the remaining NEB processes on this matter to focus on the BBI process. The NEB will therefore suspend the vetting and or further processing of the applications until after conclusion of the BBI process. One day, two conflicting statements. And then now the next day, which was second, not the April Fool's Day, the ODM party also issued another statement through Edwin Sifuna. It says in part, Raila Odinga did not apply for the party's ticket. His long-held position is that he will not discuss 2022 until after the NEB process is done. At the close of application period, the party received only 2 applications from Wycliffe Ambetsa, Oparanya, and Honorable Ali Hassan Joho. Let's go by ODM statement that Raila Odinga did not submit his application. What next? Probably we need to interrogate this statement by ODM further. But that's not the subject for today. In this video today, I want us to look at this new alliance which Raila Odinga is crafting. Because yesterday, a meeting took place. And that meeting took 6 good hours. It was attended by several governors who are allied to Raila Odinga. What was the objective of that meeting? Is it possible that Raila Odinga is trying to front someone else, Mukhisa Kituyi, for the presidency in 2022? Or is it possible that Raila Odinga is already crafting his team for 2022? But before we go into that, let us look at the challenges which Raila Odinga is currently facing moving towards 2020 general election. The first challenge, because I want us to go into this list and figure out whether that list is enough to hand over the presidency to Raila Odinga. The first challenge which Raila Odinga is facing is the NASA fallout. And I just want to use the Ukambani as a case study. Ukambani voted for Raila Odinga in 2013 and 2017 as a bloc. Kalonzo Musyoka is currently out of Raila Odinga's circles. Can Ukambani deliver? Can the new team deliver the Ukambani? And if they can't deliver Ukambani, where will Raila Odinga fill the deficit created by the departure of Kalonzo Musyoka, for example? So the NASA fallout is a big challenge for Raila Odinga. The next challenge for Raila Odinga is fatigue of his supporters. Raila Odinga supporters have voted for Raila Odinga religiously. And they believe up to now that there's nothing which they've not done for Raila Odinga. So, will they be ready to again vote for Raila Odinga without assurance that Raila Odinga is going to be declared the president? So Raila Odinga will have to deal with the fatigue of his supporters. The third challenge is the deep state. Is the deep state embracing Raila Odinga? Or is it possible that they have someone else in mind? Because the challenge is, if the deep state is going to show signs that they're going to support Raila Odinga, his supporters are going to wake up very early to cast their votes. Without that, it's going to be very difficult for them. The fourth challenge Raila Odinga is facing is the unpredictable Central Kenya. I talked of NASA fallout and I used the example of Ukambani. Now, the calculation of Raila Odinga was that by entering into a handshake with President Uhuru Kenyatta, at least was going to get half of Central Kenya support. That was enough to cancel any NASA coalition partners. But that's likely not to happen because Central Kenya, as we speak today, is unpredictable. And lastly, the fifth challenge is facing is the second-term governors. Some of these second-term governors wants to remain relevant politically speaking. Amason Kingi wants to remain relevant. Joho wants to remain relevant. Oparanya wants to remain relevant. Okoth Obado wants to remain relevant. Okoth Obado, for example, has already announced that he's going to leave ODM party and focus on his own political party. So the ambitions of these second-term governors is what is going to affect Raila Odinga. You can't compare to someone like, for example, in Siaya, Rasanga. Rasanga is definitely going to support Raila Odinga because he's also going to run as the next member of parliament for a leg of Songa. But there are certain second-term governors who still don't know what they want to do. So it's a big headache for Raila Odinga. Now let us look at this meeting which took place yesterday. And before that meeting, there was another meeting 3 days ago, which was attended by Mukhisa Kituyi, Amason Kingi, Wycliffe Oparanya, and Raila Odinga. Yesterday's meeting was attended by Mukhisa Kituyi, Professor Kivutha Kibwana, Alfred Mutua, Charity Ngilu, Amason Kingi, Professor Anyang Nyong'o, Mohamed Kuti, and James Orengo. 2 people were supposed to attend that meeting, but they did not attend. Fred Okengo Matiang'i and Justin Muturi. Justin Muturi, in my considered opinion, is the representative of President Uhuru Kenyatta. They excused themselves because they are public officers. And again, before this, President Uhuru Kenyatta visited Raila Odinga at his residence in Karen. And according to those in the know, Raila Odinga's residence, where the president visited, there was also the presence of former Kiambu governor, William Kabogo. So what is Raila Odinga's game plan? And can this team actually deliver the presidency to Raila Odinga? That's the question. Let us look at this team, whether they can deliver. I'll begin by the presence of Isiolo governor, Kuti, Mohamed Kuti. Who is Mohamed Kuti? And can he deliver Isiolo? I want to take you back when the deputy president visited Isiolo sometimes early this year and he met hostile crowd. That hostile crowd was singing praises of Mohamed Kuti. happening is that Raila Odinga, probably with the help of President Uhuru Kenyatta, because Mohamed Kuti is an ally of President Uhuru Kenyatta, they are crafting a strategy of locking out or of playing regional politics. So Mohamed Kuti is going to play that role in probably Isiolo. Then number two, there was the presence of Professor Kivutha Kibwana. And I want to combine the presence of Professor Kivutha Kibwana, Charity Ngilu, and Alfred Mutua. These three governors comes from Ukambani region. If there's one governor who is very if there's one principal who is very unlucky, then it's Kalonzo Musyoka. As a party leader, Kalonzo Musyoka needed a governor who is allied to him fully. Unlucky for him, there's no governor in Ukambani who he can claim credit for. That's the honest truth. But can these three governors from Ukambani deliver the presidency or the votes to Raila Odinga? Or if Raila Odinga will not be running, let's say he endorses Mukhisa Kituyi and Professor Kivutha Kibwana ticket, can they deliver the votes to that candidate? Personally, if you ask me, I still strongly believe that Ukambani will still remain stronghold of Kalonzo Musyoka. But these these two gentlemen and a lady are going to add what we call perceptional value to this particular ticket. So that perceptionally Kenyans will see this ticket has Ukambani right inside it. What about Amason Kingi? Amason Kingi has played very smart politics. And I like declaring my interest. Amason Kingi is one governor I normally pay close attention to. Amason Kingi wanted to be brought to the table. So far, he has brought himself to the table. By bringing Amason Kingi on the table, because the other thing these guys discussed here is how they are going to work. So probably there's going to be some kind of memorandum of understanding. Amason Kingi is going to play a key role in sustaining or retaining Coast Region, because Coast Region were uneasy. Coast Region were planning to leave. So Joho is already on the side of Raila Odinga. Then what interests or how do you retain Amason Kingi right inside ODM party? Or how do you retain Kingi and his support around Raila Odinga and ensure those people don't move away from Raila Odinga? Bringing on the table. So let us wait and see, because Amason Kingi was supposed to unveil his political party sometimes last week. It never happened. It never happened. Why do you think it never happened? Probably because of these meetings. Remember, the president met with Amason Kingi, the president met with Joho, and the president met also with Salim Voria, the three governors from the coastal region. Probably that's why King is now meeting with Raila Odinga to chart a way forward. Then there was Professor Anyang Nyong'o and James Orengo. Anyang Nyong'o is playing a key role around Raila Odinga. And he's also playing a key role around the president. If there is one governor who the president respects so much, then it's Governor Anyang Nyong'o of Kisumu. Anyang Nyong'o is a former Secretary General of ODM party. So you can tell from this that probably Raila Odinga has decided that he's going to go back to his trusted allies, not the newcomers, Anyang Nyong'o and James Orengo. If what I'm seeing here is anything to go by. What about Muturi and Fred Matiang'i? Again, Kisii, and again, Central Kenya. Muturi is likely to be the one who is going to succeed President Uhuru Kenyatta. Or if he's not going to succeed President Uhuru Kenyatta is going to support him to succeed him in the larger Mount Kenya region. I don't know what you think. Do you think this team can actually succeed in propelling Raila Odinga to the presidency? And if not Raila Odinga, can this team campaign successfully for a compromise candidate to be declared the president of the Republic of Kenya in 2022? I'm waiting to read your comments. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.